pre-match interviews. So, how do you feel?
Good, maybe. Yeah.
How do you feel?
I can't be beaten by a man with that facial hair, so I've got to destroy him.
Okay, you may now match.
Thank you.
Is it the one that
Win by default.
Yes. That wasn't actually what I intended to do, was to give you Drew's key. Which one's Emma? This one's Emma's? I think that one's Emma's. Are you doing?
Yes, one best of 7 to go.
I'm going to go to the toilet.
May the best man win.
Sponsored by Continental.
Tyres. In Germany.
I hope it's everything you want it to be. The final. Well, sorry, but I'm shocked.
So glad you didn't win. Yeah.
Have we got a third plus player?
It's no good.
No, third by fail, so
Match for fucking
second.
And I say that as well.
I was going straight.
Oof!
He's free to black.
You want to see a shot? Right, I do.
We're going to watch a shot.
You want to see a fucking shot? Here's a shot.
I would love to if the black has gone.
I hit that all wrong.
Could
you tell?
Shall I, while we wait, so let's just have a look at the scorecard. These are the scores.
I know what's going on there.
Oh, it hasn't dropped. Well, you know, will now be relying upon his own ability.
I'm not quite sure what you're showing the scorecard.
Of course.
Rob's going to edit it out anyway. Otherwise, there's going to be a 5-minute wait for Drew to get back from the bar.
It's going to be that between most of the shots anyway.
That's class. Very good players have seen that shot.
It's a funny one, isn't it?
It's often misapplied, I think.
Overcut it? What an idiot. He's there. The Beatles coming out already.
Jump
Warning
one.
into action. Just like in Core Bears.
Twat pot has become Northerner pot.
Best of 7.
A filthy bastard.
Great start.
Filthy fucking bastard. That was absolutely disgusting. I'm shocked.
Yeah, loser racks. Go on, Emma's break.
Oh, is it my break? Hooray.
Oh, you played your own cue now.
Oh.
I didn't realise you were playing with cues or something. I thought we were playing a shot. I haven't actually asked for a cue system. I definitely the next round.
Good. I'm glad there's no rush. I'm all here to watch you because I'm not in one. Shut up. Ready to line up?
Well, they spotted the ball there. That's what this game is all about.
All of the balls are physically present. None of them are very easy. Not when
Go on, Emma.
Not when you shit like these there.
Shall I do some terrible commentary? Here is some terrible commentary. Look, a ball has gone down. I only just sat down so I didn't see which one it was.
To be honest, John, I'd say sitting in front of the camera is probably one of the hallmarks of bad commentary.
I'm not in front of the camera.
Are you sure about that?
I don't, no. I'm assuming Rob's going to come back and tell me.
You are okay for the moment. Just don't move at all to the right.
Just as long as I don't move at all to the right or forward.
You're the right man for the moment.
Thank you. And from the commentary table, we all appreciate this.
There's a hell of a difference between me saying to you, Nicola, I would like to go for a lovely walk with you. Nicola, I would like to make a hat out of your fucking entrails.
I feel like that is a reference that I don't get. This is a big shot. Look at this. Look at this big shot. He has taken the opportunity to chalk the cue because it's a big shot, and because he takes an opportunity to.
There was no shot.
It's all about making the most of the
opportunity. The thing
opportunity.
about pool is you have to take these shots on when they're there, especially when your opponent's balls are corruptible. He'll be devastated. Well,
he got half of the shot, but not the most important half.
There's a
It's
little,
like he got a third of it.
there's a little bit of work to do here when it comes to navigating those two reds nearest the left middle.
But really.
If he's thinking carefully, he will already be trying to get on one of them now. And because he's not playing one of them, you have to conclude that he's winging this.
But a man who's made the trap or final.
He's left himself in
Surely.
a position here when he's going to have to play a cannon. Don't want to have to play a cannon under these circumstances, and that's why. That's why. Because you have to put more pace in, and then the flaws in your cue action are laid bare.
He is livid with himself. He hates seeing those flaws. Those flaws are the worst. Smiley,
Never have been in that position.
staring at the table, and maybe another 3 hours before he takes the shot.
Playing
So let us
the game.
let us pad with color commentary. Look at those balls.
Drew's on the shot, so we can go to a
What are
commercial
you
break right
commentating
now.
on?
And
Jesus. Look at those
We'll-
balls.
we'll rejoin commentary when he's made his mind up.
I mean,
Hey, he's got right at the back of it.
occasionally you have to leave things to the mind of the observer.
Lovely holiday.
He's lived up to his porno strapline.
At
Gone
some
right
point,
round the
he's
back.
going to take the shot. And that point, maybe now. And by now, I mean in approximately 45 seconds. He thinks about it. He knows how big the shot is, and he knows that the likelihood is that he's going to mess it up. It's not an easy shot.
Very difficult plan.
He knows it.
Reds, spread eagle, black. Very, very easy.
Hang on a minute. What are you commentating on?
Will he be taking the plans on? At the very least, he needs to cover this pocket.
Well, he's about to take a shot on them. By about, I mean he's about as close as he's been. It turns out he's not. He's as far away as he's ever been. And at some point, the referee is going to have to call a time foul. And by time foul, and by referee, I mean one of us is going to throw something at him.
30 seconds.
30 seconds.
The stress is getting to him. He knows how much this competition means to him.
Doesn't want to go 1-0
Seems to be trying
behind
to
against a shit
stare
opponent
it
in
into
the
the
best of
pocket.
7. Could be
I mean, he's hoping that just the natural forces of erosion will take it into the pocket.
See it gradually tipping.
The winds of time.
South side dipping as the decades roll by.
Here he goes.
He's required.
Everybody hold your breath, because otherwise he will take the excuse to take another 50 minutes over this pot.
He's going to use the rest of the air.
Statutorily required to play a shot soon. He has.
Oh.
Well, that was not worth it. I'm not entirely sure what he thought there. Basically, what he's decided is to put both of his balls safe.
John, first of all, one of the balls didn't even move, so that's fucking factually incorrect. And secondly, it's obvious he was putting the red behind the yellow. Stop being so disrespectful. Just because you didn't win. It was a good shot.
Was it? I mean, I have to disagree with you. It's not a good shot.
How can you put both of your balls safe if you only move one?
Well, one of them was safe.
Impossible.
One of them was safe. He
It
put the other one
wasn't safe.
So he's put the other one safe as well.
He's forced Rob to take on the double the corner. By definition, that is a decent effort. And Rob has missed it. Therefore, the shot has paid off.
But the shot that he has just taken on would be covered.
Has he snookered it behind the black? Because that's a disgrace if he has. Good.
I'm going to leave this commentary box in disgust as my commentary partner who does not clearly understand how to play.
Oh, look what he's done. He's got the pots. He's also got an unfortunate outcome.
You can swap if you want. Do you use this key?
No. I've asked to borrow this key. I will use this key, which is entrusted to this, and I will treat it with the something care. Not like care. Utmost. That's the word.
Played the white ball into an area where there's no obvious pot. Awkward little chip.
Yeah.
You're hoping to cover the opposite corner with this red. Retreat into bulk.
Well, that's not the problem with the other.
Hasn't really covered the pocket, but he may have got the snooker.
Aye.
He has got the snooker. That is a bonus. Two cushion
Fuck off.
Two cushion escape. And he's missed it. He's caught the jaw. Two visits from there. Player of Rob Hogan's class. You wouldn't expect Drew Miley to be coming back to the table. But this is not just a normal frame. This is the twat pot final. Anything can happen. Cushion first, this is surprising. And he's driven the red back up the table. Under this amount of pressure, neither of these pots is easy. He's got it. And I believe that he has the angle to get on the black. I'm not sure which pocket he was hoping to get on the black. Fortunately, there are 6 of them available. Just want to be careful of the in-off here. Wants to be kept. He's got it. 1-0. I was careful. Well,
Convincing.
where?
Who did it convince?
Sorry?
Who did it convince? And what of?
Well, I think it convinced everyone, but I don't really know what I'm doing.
Wow. And then not being able to keep that. 166 for 3. It's still for 3.
3 reds at the top, the throw in.
Oh, it is.
You probably need one other person to get at least 80.
Yeah.
Otherwise, it's not going to happen.
What was the score in the end? Cricket?
156 for 3.
Who was out?
Danny.
Okay.
Presumably his first.
Oh shit.
I mean, it's gone pretty much back where it was before.
This is when I keep wicket.
Go.
That's 2-0.
Rapido.
Beginning to piss off the crowd.
Make a mess of it. Make a mess of it. That's awful. That is sublime.
Oh, he's falling
That's
under
so
the
disappointing.
pizza. Nelson? Where's the cue ball going? Wow.
I think he might pop that. Val, push on.
Shotgun guy.
Good play, Nelson. Backing up Emma next to me.
No, I am not.
Had you shotgun?
No, I am behind you in the queue.
Yes, but given that he was vacated.
I don't want to be in Hugh's space.
Yellows.
Okay. Yellows in play.
Are you basically saying that he was flying and you will take the next
Yeah, let's do that.
Palmer's your rack. No, it's not your rack, it's your break. It's going to really spray everything out.
Release those big money balls.
Excuse me.
What are you doing?
I think we talk about that. Go on, play go on. I'll act as Hugh as I can. This guy's doing this good as well.
It's uncanny.
Yellow.
What? What?
Is that red?
Yeah.
2 shots.
An impeccable Hugh impression. Thank you very much.
That was a bit unfortunate. Dear, oh dear.
Clearly, I made a mistake.
Bit.
Captain's definitely off the reservation, expecting on how I can get. But I'm not doing very well on Wednesday. All right.
Emma to break.
Oh, me.
Well, you're already up because the Hugh replacement was there.
You replacement lost badly.
In one shot. And one shot. One shot by them would be you. Yeah. Dick. I really thought there was going to be at least.
Oh, nice break.
What about the fumbles?
Yeah, it's true.
Oh, look at that. Red. Oh,
Nom 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 nom. What's going on in this You,
I think it's fair to say Drew has a chance.
what is the score? What's the score?
Yellow's in play.
2-0 to me. Right. Careful of the camera.
I am always
left.
careful of the camera. Well, you've got to say the Reds are in a good position here. Low bonus there is that he's made yellows worse. Should roll it back to the table. They're up. I made an excellent attempt at being you. I potted the black off the first attempt. And by off the first attempt, I mean before I potted anything else.
Oh. Did you hit another ball first?
Yeah, it was perfectly legal as far as potting black goes.
You won the 9 ball.
I did. The 9 ball shot, it was excellent. Apart from the fact that the 8 is not a good ball to pot early in the 9 ball. Well, he'll be glad he didn't get that in. And it is an awkward table for Rob to come back to. What's he got in his locker? Well, it's not a great start. He screwed back way too much on that. And now he's got a tricky recovery shot. Which he's missed.
Yeah, great shot. Yeah.
Drew back in. And actually,
Nothing was anywhere near a
this is
pocket
a
at
decent
this
opportunity for him to get a frame on the board in the flat pot final. He's played so well so far, beaten everybody he's come across. He'll be pretty pissed off if he buggers this up.
Covered the red. That was tactical.
Well, he's disappointed with that. What he's got to make sure he
That is
doesn't do,
Bristol ex-Oxford academic James Palmer making those kind of racial slurs there.
I think we can say ex-Bristol academic as well at this point. By the time this comes out,
Yeah.
I mean, everyone will be proud.
By the time this comes out, he'll be investigated by the police and all of his other transgressions.
It is in your power to cut this. It is in your power to save his career. Not that I generally advocate saving the career of people's lives.
Well, it's less and less in my power.
But it is
talk
Palmer,
about it.
and he is not actually meaning it.
I did my classic thing.
Actually, I don't know what I'm saying. Maybe.
I think you're up as you.
Yeah. Get in!
Oh, it's a lovely double.
Shots!
It's a lovely double.
Is it two?
It's you.
Was
You
it me?
go.
What? I'll break.
Well, it depends on actually. It depends on whether you believe that me as Hugh was Hugh, or whether you believe that me as Hugh was me.
It was you. And you were, I have to say, shit.
That's what I thought you'd say, which is why I pointed to Hugh and says you're up next.
Is that two? Is that,
It's your right.
2-1.
fuck. Fucking Toby rules. Fuck off.
Oi, you benefited from them, now you have to live with them. Well, this final is now starting to spice up a little bit.
Toby active card. You've used your points.
Two on.
2-1. And a race to 4. All still to play
What are
for.
the great racks?
And if it wasn't, then it would be pointless playing. And that is very much how sport goes. Drew looks
How do you expect the next
confused.
2 test matches?
He wants to break with the cue that he has allocated as the bad cue, which thought meant Emma's cue.
He's,
No, it's
he's
actually
elected
choosing-
for Palmer's cue for the break. Palmer plays his part in the final. What a fucking subordinate part it is.
Well, demeaning, really. Oh, that was.
I mean, also
It's
the commentary box.
a near certain in off the break, somehow averted by the red ball.
You're also in the commentary box, which is about as demeaning as it gets. I mean, given that I'm also in. before I get any libelous
The
things
reason
from
they're
Fergie.
here and you're in there.
So what, is it 2-1 to you, Rob?
Hello.
Yes.
Yes.
Shall we actually commentate properly?
No.
Reds. I thought that would be your answer. Red Bull's in play.
I mean, we can try and compensate properly if you want. So there's a red. He's about to pot it. Bosh. And it goes.
I don't think commentary is your bag. It's always a problem with pots like that. You're trying to put the right hand side on, but
I mean, he may pot this, but he's
momentum
going
of
to
the cue
be
ball has taken it away.
trusting hugely to luck on position if he does get it in.
Just wanting to cover the pocket.
Well, he's nudged the red out, but he's also freed up the yellow as a result. Rob is probably going to be pretty happy with that.
Red ball nearest the cushion will be coming off here. Well, that hasn't worked at all. He's moved the red off and he's left the yellow there.
Well, he's still on the break, which is the most important thing as far as he's concerned, but yes, he'd rather have better. He snickered at that, despite the fact that he then carried on the break, which what's going through his mind right now. What is going through his mind right now?
One of the things you notice about Rob Hogan, in the middle of a clearance, if he thinks the clearance is genuinely on, he'll actually focus and play well. If he thinks it's not really on, he'll start lashing at stuff. And that's what we're seeing here, I'm afraid. He's gone a bit loose.
It's a nice play.
In his own mind, the fact that that cannon didn't work at the very beginning of this visit, he's already decided
I mean, it was
he's
a
not
nice
winning
plan.
the frame at this
It
visit.
was a nice plan, but he is going to be dreadfully out of position after this shot unless he plays something magical.
Yeah, cover in the pocket. Probably the right shot under the circumstances, but
It's a bit loose.
I mean, he's left an easy starter here for Miley.
I don't think he'd be taking the ones in the middle first. Not where that yellow is now, over the left corner.
He's got options. He's got so many options.
Taking one of these reds to the right middle. Get a pressure pot out of the way at the start of the clearance, and then you can think about possibly finishing this off.
There's a very genuine chance here that Rob will not come back to the table. But it is a slim one.
This goes in. He went for the far corner. He's hoping for a bit
That
of
was
cover.
aggressive, but
Has he
he's-
got it? I think he might have got the cover. Looking at Rob Hogan's body language, and as usual, it looks like it requires more Guinness.
I mean, just looking at the table there, I mean, that has got nothing on there. Although Rob thinks he can see this. Maybe he can. Just a nestle. He's
Well, I'll tell
backing.
you what, again, Drew Miley, one good pot.
He's throwing the gauntlet down to his opponent here.
One good pot into the far corner, and they're all there.
As you got what it takes.
This time,
He'd had
pounded it in.
He'd had a sighter previously, but he put a bit too much oomph into that. He's now actually run slightly out of position. It's a bit unfortunate because it was a nice pass.
You're never satisfied, are you? Never
I
satisfied.
said it was unfortunate. I mean, wouldn't you rather be directly behind the ball here?
He's fine. Under the circumstances, this is fine. All comes down to shot selection here.
Is it me? Me? Against Emma?
Decided to go for
Yes,
the one
yes.
over the middle. Oh, and he's taken a liberty with that middle pocket, and the middle
say,
pocket has
rather
stuck
have been
two
behind
fingers
it.
up to him. Far Jaw says, fuck right off, son. You're not having that. Hogan, presumably tempted by the plant, gets it. Can he still see enough of that yellow? Almost imperceptible shake of the head, but it's enough to give the game away. He's not on this. Will he see the cushion first yellow plant onto the other yellow? That's the kind of shot that can undo a
Can
man.
I,
Would you like a shot?
do you mind
Pushing the boat out a bit too far. That's why he's not listened.
Okay.
Oh, he thought he
be
could.
careful now.
Thought he could chip it in with a bit of side, and the yellow ball tried its heart out to get in.
That's my standard breakup.
But it was denied.
Something is just
Denied by its own pace.
It's ideal playing conditions.
Oh, come on. You both got to deal with the same bullshit from
I
me.
agree. It adds something.
You're also
It's good.
you're also 2-1 up.
Keep it up.
Yeah, I hit the one.
How many times has Drew Marley been faced with the pot to this corner? That's 2 from 3. Very thin snick left on this red. Does the black go to the same pocket? Can't see from this commentary position. Can't be asked to move. He's decided to leave the double.
Got another? No, I
It's a back double.
No, I have not.
Well, you've ended up leaving the double.
Thank you.
It's a back double. No danger of knocking any
Balls in.
additional balls in. This is all about alignment and making sure that you don't somehow go in off. Probably the only shot he'll get on the black in this frame. Oh, goodness me. How close can you get? He's played the plants. He's made it look so easy. It's probably because it was quite. Necessary amount of side on that shot, given how basic it was. And he's taken the black despite people laughing at him. 3-1.
Mark of a champion.
I'll tell you about why you played it aside later.
Oh.
You're gonna read your bedtime story.
Play with side because otherwise you'd end up.
Once was a man who's good at
Rank 5.
God, all right.
Possible 7.
I mean, what am I going to do with those people?
Hogan, just an hour ago, was sitting disconsolate over there, thinking he'd missed the boat. Now he's 2 frames up with 3 to play in the final. And for that reason alone, we've all failed as twat pot competitors.
We failed as twats. We tried, but we just.
We're just not big enough fat.
Yeah.
Are you big enough?
Ain't big enough! Oh!
What we're doing to annotating Taylor Swift's headspace.
Basically, just a chance to play it up, isn't
Is it my break? I think it's my break. Rank 5, isn't it?
So it's channel 1 lag.
Well, it's fat.
That's me.
We've got valid.
Did you know I have not leaked one for black today? I have however potted 2 blacks and I've also 1 here.
Okay.
Probably get
Well, you
away
can
with
say
it.
that.
Come on, Drew.
Well, he didn't really get away with it.
Frame 5, Rob Hogan to break. Drew Miley may have already played his last shot in this match. We'll find out soon. Well, courtesy of a barren break-off, Drew Miley gets back to the table.
Good.
For Doesn't look too impressed with the way they've finished. The red very awkward near to the side cushion. He's taking yellows. Trying to flick that red away. That might just be enough. That yellow will now come to the pocket nearest to where I'm sitting. Of course, that means a great deal to viewers who can't see me. He's lost the cue ball. He was playing for the yellow nearest to the three reds near the black spot. He's overhit it by 1.5 feet. So attention turns to bulk. One yellow removed. Still a chance here of a very nice dry dish.
Good boy.
Needs that cue ball to come off 2 cushions. There's hard work. Hard work to perform on this ball. This is a difficult pot in itself. I'm commentating on a frame that matters.
Are you refusing to play?
This shot.
Yeah, he's retired. He's just given up all pretense of being able to play pool, hasn't he?
Lost his way a bit there, but there is that difficult red on the side cushion nearest to where Rob Hogan is standing. There's also another couple of reds which are far from straightforward. And the black ball will now only go into one corner because of where that yellow has gone. So, plain sailing, it is not.
Hello.
Welcome back to the commentary box, John Nelson.
Oh, thank you, James Palmer. Bristol academic.
X.
Oh dear.
So we're really reaching the.
Trying to tuck Rob Hogan up behind the black here.
This is the crunch point of the game here. Drew just has to win this.
Don't think he's covered the red to the middle, so Rob Hogan with desperately easy starter.
Where is he going? The important thing is where he ends up, not how he starts.
Could have done with a flick on the red nearest to the black there.
He's got to be disappointed
That
with
would
that.
have made
result.
all the difference. He would have had an easy one to the left middle.
It would have
Now
been
he's
a
faced-
lovely position if it was just flicked that. Now he's got absolutely nothing.
As I was saying, John, now he's got the double.
Nothing.
He's decided to retreat to bulk. I'm not sure about the wisdom of that shot. I think this yellow will go.
But where's the cue ball going, James?
Very strange to see Rob Hogan shutting up shop. He is 2 frames ahead, but it's not his natural game.
He may regret that decision.
Oh, and the yellow's been overcut.
Oh dear.
Maybe even.
Oh dear.
Maybe that was the right shot after all.
That's the pressure getting to my reserve.
Yeah.
Rob Hogan is the one person who knows how to win this competition.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know. Yeah.
What's that?
There's no rest there though.
I'll be a little bit disappointed with that.
Two.
It's the right shot, but he'll be a little disappointed he didn't get a bit of more of a chance to just clear a few balls away from that.
Oh, I mean, to be fair, he could have taken the double and been more attacking, but he's the one
Oh,
playing
that-
the cagey shots.
That was tough, though. That was tough. And
Drew
Drew,
Miley trying to play off 2 cushions, be clever, trying to
think-
get the 2 cushion and then to knock the yellow over the corner pocket, and he's given away 2 shots.
he's lost his head a bit here, Drew. He's
Drew
got to
Miley,
refocus.
Drew Miley may have played his last shot in this year's 888.com Twat Cup.
If he gets another shot.
This year's-
888.com? I thought we were sponsored by Spitfire.
All right. Sorry.
Spitfire.
Apologies. This
Hey,
year's,
beer.
this year's Spitfire Twatpot Cup.
Thank you, Palmer.
That's the shot he's hoping is going to unlock the frame.
It's not. If anything,
I mean,
it's added an extra bolt.
it clearly has unlocked the frame because he's finished perfect on this red. The red nearest the black will now go. The other two are dollies.
If you'll just look at his face, he does not think this frame is unlocked. That is
The red nearest the black does not really go.
the face of a man who does not think that there is a lock to be opened here.
The great thing about this level of Q Sports is that the players are so low in the rankings that they will talk to the commentators.
And the commentators are so low in the rankings that they need correcting. Get on with it.
Wow, surprising miss there from Hewland.
Well,
So it looks to me that
I'm not
Rob,
sure he's really advanced his position here.
Rob Hogan is played
The
to get
big-
on the red nearest the far corner, and then he's hoping to leave an angle on the red over the middle to disturb the one nearest the black. Has
It
it
is-
already gone wrong?
It is a big shot he's got coming up here. No
Oh,
question.
he's completely mishit that shot.
That has gone about as badly as it could have done.
What he wanted to do there was to finish the other side of the red. Run
He-
down, disturb the red nearest the black.
He may yet be able to bring this break to its fruition, but it's going to require a lot of work from here.
He's going around the houses, viewers. Attention all pockets. Stand by your beds because there's nothing on.
Well, he's not left himself totally snookered, which may or may not be an advantage here.
Is it worth
Who
playing
knows
around
what's
off
going
the
to his head?
cushions, kick the red off the cushion, pop the black in the middle, see the frame? O'Malley would be hoping for that.
It'll be-
Oh,
I
he
mean,
doesn't want to pop the yellow.
who does not want your opponent to concede the frame at any point? Drew will be delighted with this result.
It has to be said that it's hard to see what Rob Hogan was hoping would happen.
I mean, I think he was just hoping
Thin
for a
clip off
miracle.
the red. He's left a very simple clearance here. So much margin for error, and even with the red on the cushion, even if he messes it up, he'll probably come back to the table.
Played a little soft.
Tell you what,
He wanted to hit that harder.
the red will be coming off the cushion here.
That's all he
so
had to do in that position was just
the
play
black
it
had
with a
better
bit of
go
pace.
in.
He might be developing this here.
Every ball will be moving here. He's gone for the double.
That's a clever shot. He's played a percentage there.
That's the kind of shot that very few players would have played. It's also the kind of shot that will piss Rob Hogan right off. No
He
problem.
knows that he's not only got to win this frame, he's got to make Rob lose the next two as well. And that is a game that is possible to play with this man. Look at
I'm
him.
sorry, I don't care who you are. Nobody can pop this red.
He thinks he can. Watch him try. I apologise to everybody who watched him try.
3-2.
Is it me? Because Palmer is reneged on his pool duties.
No, I'll have it.
Come on! Come on! Come on if you think you're up. Well, 3-2. How do you feel, Rob? As alive as you've ever felt?
Yeah, no, I think I should have dealt with Drew before this, to be honest. I think probably when he was quite young, just drowned him in the leg.
I don't think that is
And
constitutional, for want of a better word.
No, I
We
wouldn't
don't
have-
really have a constitution.
I wouldn't have admitted it. I just tied a bag around his head and put him in the can.
You could have set Unipool back several years by doing
No,
so.
actually, we'd have prevented the first division split.
Have the first
And
division.
he never really played Unipool anyway, so
What a lead.
it would have been
What a magnificent
I was
And
thinking
equality,
more about
they could
Uni-Capel
move.
Pool.
he played for the Falls, didn't he?
Where's the cue ball going?
Well, this is clearly a man with a grudge here.
Perfect on the one to middle. Clearance is
And so therefore,
just
this
think
this trap pot has got personal.
Players that play for uni and
perfect.
over and above, and all especially players that captain the university should actually play for the university.
Do you feel with this dramatic music and your stirring words that this may inspire you to better things?
Well, we'll see.
We will.
But basically, everyone knows that the dark side is stronger than the light side. It doesn't make it better.
And which one are you, dark or light?
But we'll allow the viewers to make up their own minds.
Well, this is a man making excuses already, which does not bode well for the rest of this twat pot final. Be prepared to view one more frame, but if we get a fourth, and by a fourth I mean the seventh, and what a frame it will be.
Because we all want to go for curry. Like, it's one of you.
But it'll be one hell of a frame. And isn't that all worth it? To miss. And by miss I mean delay a curry. If we miss a curry, it's not worth it. Right, here he comes. The man with a moustache. Breaking off. It's not a great break. He's split everything, but he's not potted anything. He's going to be disappointed with that. We've left Rob right in here. Look at him, chalking his cue with his backside to the camera. What more could you want? Well, to watch them pull. I'm assuming we'll do that at some point. Well, he's taken reds there. They do look rather open, but there is that one tricky one that is covered by that yellow over the pocket.
Thousands of shots.
The key to this frame is in that red. If you can somehow develop it or put it into a possible cache,
He's missed it. Missed the
then
cannon.
the frame is his.
Missed the boat. He's missed his life.
If he can't, Drew Miley will walk away with the spoils. That muck that everybody wants.
Why do I do that? Every time.
Swelling it up. He knows this is a big shot. Well, he's nailed it into the hard pocket, but he's not really got anything else. It's all starting to look a little awry, unless he can conjure something from this. Am I up?
So,
That is
you down.
delightful. Am I playing you again?
Might rain in terror.
Why do you keep winning?
I mean, there's a legitimate question.
Who knows? One of Earth's mysteries. May I
sort of
borrow your
like,
cue,
isn't it?
please, Emma?
You
No,
may,
I've
I'm
got
not
it.
sure it is.
Ah, balls.
Cleaned it, but
Okay.
my rightful key. Key of
That's very dandy. I don't like this chair because when I laugh it.
Does sound like you're having sex with someone. Played the cannon. It's not moved. Well, it has moved, but it has not made any significant difference. And
It's made quite a big difference actually. Obviously, they're paying attention, the yellows are now covering the pocket rather than
Well.
merely covering the red.
That tells you, doesn't it?
we thank Rob Hogan for correcting us.
For stating the obvious.
So just to clarify, viewers, Rob Hogan has just confirmed that the red is now fully covered by the yellow and that our commentary team is shit. Just in case you weren't fully up to date with state of play. He's removed the yellow, the red, one of the balls. He's removed the ball that he wants to remove, and it's gone into one of the worst positions he could have hoped for. If he could have imagined that shot 1,000 times, that would have been one of the worst outcomes of all those 1,000 attempts.
I'm not convinced by that. I think I was very much odds against. And now that red has tied the yellow up as well, I think it's game on again.
Well, you heard it from the horse's mouth, viewers. Rob Hogan thinks he's in the driving seat here.
That's not what I said.
Bit of backpedaling. Swerve it a bit. Where's the cue ball? If he was in the driving seat before that shot, he's now been propelled through the windscreen at pace. You can guarantee one thing. The next time Rob Hogan comes back to the table,
It will be morning.
the yellow and the red will no longer be so close to each other. That is an absolute bare minimum guarantee. It may also be morning. 3-2 up, one frame away from retaining his tpot title. Look at a planting the yellow onto the yellow over the middle, I would think.
Playing the direct pot, man.
Does it go through the gap?
No.
I don't have the ability to see all the angles from here.
No.
If I keep getting up and walking around, it's just going to cause a bit of a ruckus. So, Rob Hogan was correct. Direct pot to middle it was. Still has 2 visits here. The black ball is the main obstacle. You'll be hoping to have 2 visits left at that point. Direct to the corner. Didn't really get into that betwixt and between here. Trying to bring the black out, I feel there, and he's not got it. Second visit. Oh, well, he might have been thinking, I'm bound to hold it if I hit the red full ball, and he thought so much about hitting the red full ball, he missed the pot. It's amazing how often that can happen. Now I'd be absolutely delighted he didn't bring the black off the cushion, because it's the only obstacle left. Rob Hogan be desperate to get as close as possible to that black, but it's not easy. This is a difficult black. He's played it with a bit of pace, hedging his bets perhaps. I don't know what for, because there's still a yellow on.
Come up now.
Would you like to take Emma's spot, given that she's not available to claim it?
Yes. Years.
We're assuming that this frame is going to be the frame after this break.
3-3!
That was not clean at all.
Right, your opponent went to the toilet about a minute ago, so he conceded the frame.
That was. That was the.
That was the pressure of tpot.
What's the score now?
29.
3-0.
3-0. Yeah, it's 3-0.
Oh, he's missed it. What a disaster. Give me an easy. Well, yeah.
Oh yes, who wants to be a...
Could you get me, someone get me a half?
I mean, you could. It's going to be either you or Emma. They're the
What again?
they're the...
Can I have a half of strong?
Well, actually, it might be a challenge.
You missed your slot.
That's okay. That's okay.
Yeah, Clarkson presents who wants to be a millionaire.
You're still going.
That's one rock. Oh, that's.
Not even roll it.
Decider.
Decider. Decent double join this.
I've forgotten what the situation is here. I think I'm playing in a frame here, but I don't have a clue what's going on. Rob Hogan to break, biggest frame of his life. Two reds down. And you have to say, this looks clear upable.
You never donkey fly, do you, Rob?
One button, I think.
Okay.
The middle one. Just possibly worse.
Is it, yeah. Is it technically a fly if it's not a zip? Penis button.
When there's a door, not a door.
Yellow's nominated. Yellow's in
That was
play.
suspiciously close to.
The nomination foul. Fortunately, he remembered at the last minute. If he's backed himself, arguably Yellow's are the more difficult set to clear up. Oh well.
I presume you're not going to take a shot.
Well, what?
You've got 2 shots.
What colour am I?
I can't remember. Reds, I think.
2 shots.
Yeah.
Did you go in off?
Yeah.
Ah.
Ball in hand. Can you not just pop the yellow there and doing that? Is there not a yellow over that pocket where the black is there?
There was not. Foul. 2 is each yellow. Not in a food blender. Fuck's sake.
Great shot.
Chip the red ball into the middle. That was arguably the most difficult red on the table. Trying to get on the one in bulk. This angle is not favourable, I'm afraid. Oh dear.
Yeah.
Healthy.
I've been playing a safety. Excellent length.
Rolled off. Not because of that. Yeah. It felt like that was where the frame needed to be resolved.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Oh, well.
Hey, guys.
Play that.
That is not the cue ball. It's in.
Okay.
A little bit more pace required. He's going to have to push the yellow on and off of a cushion. He wouldn't have wanted to do that. And it's taken his concentration away from the pot. Drew Manley just thankful to have a chance to come back to the table. Look at the amount of side on that.
Come on.
Where's the cue
Come
ball
on.
going?
Come on!
Well played, sir. Doesn't seem that we have any interest in.
No, he wants to be a millionaire. Has taken all the interest. Let's just come on to this frame.
Seems to have to tickle that in with a bit of left-hand side. Oh. Will he be taking the long red nearest the black, or will he be tempted to do something else with the one nearest the white?
It's a big decision with that yellow over the pocket.
There is a double on. He's played that
played
double.
it.
Oh!
He's tried to somehow play that as a shot to nothing, but it's never really going to work.
Intelligent cue ball. Forcing Hogan to take the yellow over the corner if he's going to make the clearance. Unless that yellow goes through some kind of canal.
Is there a gap? Is it one where he's
Is there a gap between
actually
the black and the red?
between the yellow and the cushion?
He thinks there is. Laser-like cueing required. Oh well, I'm sorry, but that... Well,
That's gone well. He's got away with that.
he almost...
You can tell from the smash of his cue. And by smash of his cue, I mean the gentle tap that he made of his cue on the table. Not quite what he intended.
Oh no,
That's a bad miss.
that will hurt him.
He really, really wanted to get that. The next one was always going to be more difficult, but he definitely wanted to get that one. It's all about this positional shot.
All
This
Rob Hogan needs to do
is for the mug.
himself so he can get his hand on the table. He hasn't done that.
It's tied to the cushion. It's not ideal,
Should
but he's
still
got a
be
decent
fine.
shot.
Double
He's
twat!
nailed it.
Rob Hogan!
Is the twat to end all twats. Well done, Rob.
Big enough.
So, double twatpool champion after being 2-0 down in your first match against an unfancied player. How does that feel?
Yeah, we talk about soft draws, but in the modern game there really are no soft draws. John Nelson's a former Old Boys champion.
Let's not sugarcoat it. It was a soft draw.
Every game is a potential banana skin.
What about me?
Almost every game is a potential banana skin. But I think this is the final that everyone wanted. Everyone can see why I won it.
Well, we all witnessed you win the final, so
Yeah, we were all watching. Yeah,
it's
definitely.
difficult to
Definitely
comprehend
weren't
why you
watching
wouldn't
this
have done in
video.
that circumstance. Drew won every frame. Not every frame, but he won every tie up until this point. You can see how annoyed he is having lost that final.
I'll have a frame.
I'll have a frame. We only need one more person to have a frame because we have 2 guys.
What's the current plan? And you'll win.
Can we turn this off?
Give me a minute.
I think we've done all the post-match interviews we're going to do at this point.